bullying me about my dad dying and my mom going missing. What is wrong with you? You need to... The treehouse. Hey, Luca. Whoa! That's not creepy at all. Welcome to another day of playing Beacon Pines. I'm really enjoying it. I'm interested to see where all of these mysteries go to. There is a little bit of a horror aspect in a way. If you have not done so yet, please hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out. And if you are enjoying the series, click that like button as well. But without further ado, let's get straight on into the game.
Finding a friend. The next morning, it was quieter than usual at the breakfast table. Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
Having breakfast with Gran. I finished jarring a mess of jam last night. Uh-huh. So that'll need to get delivered into town today. By me, I guess. Okay. So what did you and Rolo get up to yesterday? We found out that the factory is in commission and they're disposing of dead bodies. Oh, nothing interesting. Phone. Hello? Morse code? Calm down. We just don't know what they're saying. No, of course. It was the right thing to do. Start gathering folks. I'll be right there. What? Are you sure there isn't anything you want to tell me about yesterday? Anything I want to tell you? Not really. We just sort of ran around a bit.
Gran's brow furrowed. She let out a long sigh. Her voice was quiet and even.
I have to go take care of something. You are to stay in this house for the day. Under no circumstances are you to leave. Why? What? If I'm not back by dinner, there's stew in the icebox. What? But nothing. You are to stay here, understand? Yeah. Say it. I'll stay here till you get back. Good. Oh, and Luca? You left the icebox open yesterday. We're not made of money, you know. Well, that was strange. Very. Gotta check everywhere. Leave it open again. Imagine I'd be in so much trouble. Nothing out here. I won't leave. Okay, I'm bored. I'm gonna leave.
A faint electronic sound floated in the air.
Is that coming from upstairs? Sounds like Morse code. Hello? Is anyone there? On the radio. Hello? Rolo? Is that you? It's the alien! Stop. Over? Very strange. Strange indeed.
Luca glanced at the now silent walkie-talkie. He wasn't sure what to think.
Is that the front door?
Luca glanced at the now silent. He wasn't sure what to think.
That sounded like a front door. Oh, hey, Roxy. If this is about me accidentally kicking you yesterday, is Rolo here? No? Look at me, Lika. This is serious. Is Rolo here? No, I haven't seen him since yesterday. Rolo didn't come home last night. What?
A pit formed in Luca's stomach.
Where was the last place you saw him? We were playing around in Weep Wood. And then it was late and we went home. Weep Wood? If he's alive, I'm gonna kill that little creep. Is there anything else? Anything else he said?
Luca's mouth felt dry.
No, we were just messing around. Okay. I need to go let people know to check the woods. You stay out of trouble. Go see if he's hiding in the library or something.
Luca could feel his heart beating in his throat.
Oh, Rolo. Where's Rolo? First our mom, now Rolo? But we got told not to leave the house. Rolo. Where are you? Sorry, Grandma, I gotta go. The library.
The road leading to Beacon Pines was long and uninspiring. A sort of natural barrier for the impatient.
Rolo! Oh. Hey, Bert. Have you seen Rolo? Nope. So I've mostly been talking to clipboards. They're setting up lots of stuff for the festival. This one said he had to process some answers. I told him that was fine. I'll wait right here until he gets back. Any more questions for me today? Howdy, Luca. Hello again, Pete. I'm not Pete, you silly goose. It's Toby. Could have fooled me. Well, hey, it's no problemo. The important thing is, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Yeah, I'm getting that impression. We're all part of something special, Luca. And it all starts right here in Beacon Pines. I got it.
Toby looked up from the clipboard excitedly.
That's right. So how about you start by telling me... Look, no offense, but I've got my own stuff to take care of. Aw, you joker. We're all part of this together. You'll let us know when you're free to answer a few questions. We really need to get back to work. Just a couple more minutes. If Roxy said she will be here, then she will be here. I just don't see why I'm standing around. Doing nothing. And waiting for Roxy. When I could be standing around, doing nothing. And getting paid for it. Come on, Lumi, Roxy needs our help. Ugh, my parents wouldn't listen. No offense, but isn't Rolo always getting into trouble? Something feels different this time. What can we do to help? We need to check where the adults aren't. So I guess it's up to us to check the Weepwood. Our shift doesn't end for a couple hours. We could spend the time making posters. That would be great. I guess. Right. Fitz and I will check the Weepwood. We'll be back later to pick up the posters. I think my dad has a map of Weepwood. Let's swing by my house and grab it before we head out. Good idea. What's this about a missing child? I must stress that the situation is completely under control. It just seems so terrible. And you're sure there's nothing we can do to help? Nonsense, young Mr. Cotter. We'll turn up safe and sound, I'm certain. You just focus on settling in. I trust my sister has supplied you with suitable lodging. Oh yes, Miss Valentine has been more than accommodating. We were just telling our daughter, Beck, that... Now, where did she run off to? To help find Rollo. His eyes went wide in disbelief. What do you mean, vanished? That's impossible. Oh my. He doesn't even see he's in danger. Oops. Hey, Luca, what's up? You haven't seen Rollo around, have you? He doesn't come around too much. Not since they made a rule that he can only order decaf. He does have enough energy that he doesn't need normal coffee. That's honestly that's a pretty wise rule. The library.
Kato volunteered at the library during the summers. He wasn't very social, so he'd dedicate each summer to becoming an expert in a single subject, making him a reliable source of very particular knowledge.
Of course.
If you were to ask Kato something he didn't know, he'd escape into the dusty old bookshelves and return with just the right thing.
Hey, Kato.
Kato was lost in his reading. Luca crooked his neck to see the title, Introduction to Melitology.
Oh, hey, Luca, you snuck up on me. Bring on. Good book? Don't know, just started it.
He gestured to the shelves.
I'm really running out of books I haven't read yet. So now it's on to the wonderful world of bees. Turns out bees are pretty cool. For instance, did you know that around 70% of the bee species actually live in underground tunnels? Or that if there are two queens in a hive, they will fight to the death for supremacy. Whoa. Okay. That's interesting, but you haven't seen Rollo around recently, have you? Not since yesterday. Keep an eye out for him, okay? Sure thing. If I see him, you'll be the first to know. Very punny. Hey, Jace. Oh, hey, Luca. Did Rollo come by? No. I was actually surprised. He's usually here early on days when new issues drop. Rollo's the biggest Tank Atomic fan I know. Besides myself, that is. Well, if he does swing by, tell him to meet me you know where. I don't know where. No, he knows where. Oh. Roger that, Space Cadet.
The bottom corner shelf was a dusty array of thick science books. Only one binding was clean enough to read. Cellular Biology and the Chemistry of Mitosis.
Boring.
Mycological Phosphorescence.
More like my complete loss of interest. Well,
The entire top level of the library was devoted to comics.
Og?
Most of which were Hank Atomic and the myriad of lesser revered spin-offs. Oh, the cobs I've eaten. A salad-centric travel guide for the mildly adventurous.
Oh, ew.
Sally Seashore's simple succulent sundries. Luca brushed off a smudge of dust. Or maybe it was flour.
Maybe.
30 recipes so easy you'll doubt
Ooh,
it's even
yum.
edible.
If it's edible,
Peek
wait.
Behind the curtain. The methods and ruminations of Patrick C. Montesquieu, one of the greatest acting minds of our time, by Patrick C. Montesquieu.
Little, big-headed of him.
There were rarely any actual new additions. Simply a variety of existing content rotated into the front display each week.
Not fooling anyone. What sort of monster puts candy behind a locked door? Oh yeah, Mr. Nuncreed works weird hours sometimes. Of course he does. How about you? When do I work? No, what's your name? Luca Van Horn. You new here? Yeah, not by choice.
Beck's family moved often.
Oh, it's Beck. The person, like, that the mayor was talking to their parent.
Giving her little time to establish any real connections. She would tell you she prefers it that way.
She does look kind of edgy. Kind of distant. I'm looking for my friend Rolo. He didn't come home last night. So he's missing? I guess so. Like, missing? Missing? Does that sort of thing happen a lot around here?
Luca shifted his feet uncomfortably.
Well, that sucks. Yeah. So I should probably get going. Hey, wait up! What?
Beck pulled a coin from her pocket.
I'm coming with you. Oh? What? So says my unlucky penny. Unlucky? Yep, well, technically it landed on heads. Leave this kid to find his friend alone. But I always do the opposite. Oh, that's kind of like me and Rolo. I guess Rolo is my unlucky penny. That settles it. A person should never be without their unlucky penny. Let's go find him. The name's Beck. Pleasure to meet you, Beck. I suppose I could use some help. Try to keep up. Joey, have you seen Rolo around? No, sorry, Luca. I've had my eyes on the dirt looking for beetles. I can't seem to find any. He never came home last night. Do you think it's because it's been colder than normal? I don't see why that would have anything to do with Rolo. He means the bugs. Oh, no, the beetles. Do you think the temperature confused their circadian rhythm? Or something? Who's to say? I'm no betologist. Just keep an eye out for him, would ya? Of course. Keep out. Dang, they botted up the way in. Toxic waste.
Luca felt a chill as he approached Beck. Her eyes
That
were
means that
locked
they
on
know
the
people
strange
came in
green
though.
liquid.
That's not a good sign. They blocked it off.
The nearby grass was coated in a fine layer of frost.
Is this sort of thing normal around here? Because puddles of glowing ooze are definitely not what I expected from this place. I have no idea what this stuff is. Well, the next obvious step is science. What does science suggest? Poke it with a stick.
Luca
my
watched
God.
as Beck dipped a broken tree branch into the goo. Beck's eyes widened as
Whoa.
flowers grew from the dead wood.
What?
First small buds,
That's
which quickly
crazy.
bloomed into vibrant petals.
What the? Cool.
As quickly as they had grown, the flowers began to shrivel and turn gray.
What?
Beck dropped the stick with a grunt of disgust.
Okay. So the science tells us that this skunk is weird as heck. Yeah, it seems dangerous. It's the bullies. Hey Tish, look what the cat dragged in. Yep. I don't have time for this right now, Iggy. Aw, don't say things like that. It hurts Tish's feelings. Ain't that right, Tish? Yep. She looks fine to me. Why, hello. I don't think we have been properly introduced. Iggy's the name. This is my companion, Tish. Yep. You've probably heard of us. Can't say I have. I'll forgive you just this once on account of you being new around here. Why would you hang out with this dud? Oh, he seems pretty alright. Iggy, why do you have to be so... you? Has he even told you that his parents skipped out on him? Shut up. It's true. They got tired of having such a pathetic kid and left him. You bullying me about my dad dying and my mom going missing. What is wrong with you? I'm sorry. Like, you need therapy, sir. This is not topics that should be bullied about. What the heck? Iggy, I'm only gonna say this one time. Don't talk about my family. Well, look who's grown a backbone now that a girl's around. First his pops croaked, and then his mum finally couldn't take it anymore and bounced. Can I? Someone slap him, please.
Luca, his sneer
Can I do the fight? I want to fight him.
Beck could see tears welling in Luca's eyes, his fists clenched. Some things about Beacon Pines were very different from the city. But a bully from a hayseed town is really no different from a city bully. Beck took a deep breath and thought.
Well, time to bust out the... tickles? The strange? What is the strange? Yeah, distraction. Strange.
Well, time to bust out the strange.
Alright, Luca. Looks like you need a mud bath. What's wrong with ya, new kid? We're about to pound your friend.
Beck stared in silence, the only sign of life being the twitch of an eye.
It's weird when people don't talk. Yep. Stop being a weirdo. Hello? Are you some kind of wackadoo? Makes sense. Wackadoos travel in packs, eh, Dad?
At the sight of Iggy taunting Beck, something in Luca snapped. Iggy's smirk shifted to a look of shock as Luca launched himself into his stomach.
Ah!
Iggy's clothes
Oh
were
no!
drenched in the glowing ooze.
You jerk, my clothes are ruined. I'm gonna...
His voice began to slur as he struggled to get up.
He's got the... oh no. Struggle. I don't feel so good. Help! What the heck is happening? I'm sorry, I just... oh shit. Yep. He's morphing. That was intense. He's gonna be okay, right? Nothing about this seems okay.
Person at the warehouse. This strange ooze and what it did to Iggy. Was Rollo caught up in all of this?
I hope not. You have to find Rollo. You took the words right out of my mouth. What if there's another? Let's try a different option. Bust out the tickles. Let's try tickles.
Well, time to
I don't want him to go in the waist though. Hey Tish, wanna see something cool? Yep. Check it.
Beck lunged forward and began to tickle under Tish's arms.
What the? Is she tickling you? Yep. Yep. Yep.
Tears began to form in Tish's eyes as she gasped for breath between gales of laughter. Beck redoubled her efforts until Tish finally had had enough.
What just happened? She seems nice. Sorry for the interruption. I think you are just threatening us.
Iggy's eyes darted around, a realization dawning on his face that he was now outnumbered.
I just remembered. I have somewhere to be. Mm-hmm. See you around, you kid.
Iggy kicked at the puddle before making his escape.
Whoa. No, not Beck. What a little creep. Beck, I think you got a little ooze in your hair.
Shook the ooze out of her hair as best as she could.
Is it bad? It depends. What are your feelings on having a more mature, refined look? Oh god.
Chapter 4.
I mean, it's just hair, right? It should be okay.
The best policy.
Compared to their whole face. I hope. I don't know. Do I want, like, to be alone exploring? And have that other dude... Okay, I'm going back. Can I go back? I think I can't do B yet. I have to go through this.
Luca paused for a moment, catching his breath. He'd only just met Beck, and somehow he already managed to drag her into this mess. Hopefully he could make it up to her. But finding Rollo was his primary concern.
I want Beck, but I don't want some other kid at the same time to, you know. I want Beck. At least maybe they'll look around.
The person at the street was Rollo caught up.
Property of Valentine Fertilizer Company. Looks old. Whoa. Whoa there, little buddies. You startled me. What in the dickens are you doing in this part of town? We were just helping look for Rollo. Oh, you haven't heard the good news? Rollo showed up safe and sound a bit ago. Really? So where was he? It's funny, really. He just got a little turned around in the woods. They can be disorienting, you know? I'm starting to get that impression. Rollo's at his house now, getting some well-deserved rest. Oh, that's a relief. You two should scurry along before you two get lost. Yeah, come on, Beck. I can't wait to introduce you to Rollo. Oh, that reminds me. Luca, your grandmother was looking for you. She was? She was worried sick. You should march straight home. I guess. Beck, your folks might be getting worried too. I'll walk you home. I need to talk with Nellie about work anyway.
Beck glanced toward Luca.
I guess all's well that ends well. I'll introduce you to Rollo tomorrow. Sure. Glad he's okay.
Rollo was safe.
Oof.
A wave of relief washed over Luca, which was quickly replaced by a sense of dread.
Because of the other guy.
Gran is going to kill
Oh no.
me.
True.
If he hurried, he might just make it home before sundown. Chapter 4. Our harvest awaits. Luca took a deep breath and gingerly opened the door, steeling himself for Gran's wrath.
Gran? I'm home. Everything's fine. Gran? What if he just wanted to get to back? You just got here and you've already seen too much. Rollo's also not actually safe. That was a lie. Lie's still going. Granny. Gran? I know I wasn't supposed to go anywhere. I was just helping look for Rollo. Granny. Gran? Roxy came over. She was worried about him. So I figured you wouldn't mind if I helped look for him. It turns out Rollo is safe and sound. But what if he's not? What if he lied because he knows?
Luca was alone. The house was empty.
So Gran's not back yet. I guess that's a good thing. Nothing to do now but sleep, I guess. Are we not gonna, like, make sure that Rollo's actually back?
Luca was sitting by the pond, listening to small waves lap against a rock. His father sat in a folding chair in front of him. Without turning, he spoke. "Why don't you grab me some nice bait?" "Sure thing, Dad." Luca hopped over to the tackle box and popped open the lid. Inside was a rolling, buzzing mass. "We're fishing with bees?" Luca's father gave a warm chuckle. "Well, you catch more fish with bees than honey. Pick us out a good one." Luca closed his eyes
Interesting.
and plucked out a bee. He could feel its wings struggle between his finger and thumb. Holding it at arm's length, he hurried over. His father deftly baited the hook and examined his work. "Interesting choice." With a practiced flick of the wrist, the line buzzed in a graceful arc. The water accepted it without a splash or ripple. "The wrong choice. But I respect it." The pond began to freeze over. "Sometimes we gotta make the wrong choice before we can make it right." Pallid ice propagated across the
Is this a
still
message?
surface at an
Am I
alarming
supposed to do
speed.
the other one then?
Luca scrambled back as the ground
I don't
beneath
know.
him turned cold. "Dad, I don't understand." "Sorry, kiddo. Understanding isn't always part of the deal." The relentless ice shot through the fishing line toward his father.
Whoa!
"Dad, look out!" His father casually wound the reel. "None of it's your fault, you know. Never was." "Dad, we have to go." Luca grabbed his father's shoulders, trying to pull him away. "Please, you have to run." The ice crackled as it spread
Oh my
across
goodness.
his father's hands. "That's the thing about fishing, Luca." His chest began to crystallize. "You toss
What?
your hook in, and you never know what you're gonna pull out." A shock of searing cold ran up Luca's arms. He gave one last desperate tug. The chair tipped backwards in a single frozen mass. Luca tried to stop the momentum, but it was too late. He watched the icy form of his father slam into the hard ground, shattering into 1,000 pieces that crowded around his feet. "Dad, I don't understand. What does all this mean?" The gentle rustle of leaves was the only reply.
Rollo.
Luca's eyes struggled to focus on the walkie-talkie.
Rollo? What is he trying to say?
Faintly, he could hear Rollo amongst the noise.
Luca! Rollo, is that you? Luca. Are you there? Rollo, it's the middle of the night. Luca, thank God! Listen, I don't know how long this will work down here. Down here?
Rollo's voice was coming through more clearly now, but some words were still just static.
Listen to me. Someone grabbed me yesterday. What? The men in the hazmat suit? It was... took me to some sort of... I think I'm underground. Underground? Are you okay? Kinda. They seem more interested in... for now at least. Mr. Kerr said you made it back home safe. Kerr, no! Trust. He's the bad guy. Hold on, someone's coming.
The signal went silent.
Rollo? Rollo? Where are you?
Luca held still, waiting for a response, his pounding heartbeat marking the passage of time.
Okay, I think they're gone. Getting worse. I can barely hear you.
Rollo's voice began to fade.
Losing signal. Not much time. Mission control. You need to... the treehouse. The tree house!
With that, the signal died for good.
What was he trying to say about the treehouse? What's at the treehouse? The antenna! He wants me to use the antenna in the treehouse to get a better signal. Rollo, you're a genius.
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and sprinted to the treehouse.
Hook up the walkie-talkie radio in the treehouse. Let's go.
Luca heard a group of footsteps approaching. He dashed behind the bushes to avoid being spotted.
It's Granny. And two other people. So, we all understand our roles. You can count on me. I still think we need more time. This wasn't the original plan.
Mr. Tolliver paused, shifting his eyes to one side.
We're all in danger right now. I, for one, refuse to sit idly by while that danger persists. Fuse. Hiram, you just keep your wits about you.
Mr. Tolliver took one long, quiet breath.
You're right, you can count on me. I just wish we could have made a deal with the heiress Valentine. Her resources would have come in handy. As I said, I had no time to contact her after your call this morning. Plans change. How is Luca holding up? He's fine. We shouldn't lose sight of the fact that this is all. I know very well what all of this is for. We have no choice. Operation Sparkplug has a new objective. Are we in agreement?
The three shared a determined look.
Good. We'll reconvene after the festival. Oh, that was close. Gotta get in trouble for being out there. Gran, why are you meeting with Mrs. Fratelli and Mr. Tolliver late at night? Hey, Luca! Whoa! Dawn, you scared me. How long have you been there? Oh, just a few minutes. Earlier today, I saw Mr. Tolliver and your Gran enter the diner together. When my shift at the newsstand was over, they still hadn't left. So I used the greatest tool of any investigative reporter. Time. When they left, I tailed them here. What do you think they're up to? Whatever it is, they seemed organized and determined. They mentioned the festival. Yeah, I heard that too. Has your Gran been doing anything different recently? Anything strange? She got a phone call this morning and rushed out the door. A call from Hiram Tolliver, it seems. She was either furious or terrified. Or both. Luca, be careful out there. I think we might be in the middle of a scoop of a lifetime. I will. Aren't you coming out? Nah, I'm gonna stake out here for a bit longer. See you, Luca. Mickey. Was not expecting anybody else to be there. I did it. I changed the sign. Splendid. Did anyone see you? I don't believe so. You were right. It was simple enough to just rearrange the letters. Odd choice for a prank, though. In situations such as these, odd is good.
The two boys shared a mischievous grin.
I can't wait for everyone to see the big reveal. It should be quite memorable. Let's make ourselves scarce for now. Sign. Oh, this sign. I guess we'll see it tomorrow. I'd better hurry up to the treehouse. Oh, wrong way. Glad I went this way, though. Old Pickler's Pond. Rolo? Rolo, are you there? A lot of static. I'm at the treehouse now, Rolo. Mr. Kerr said you were alright. What happened out there? Dang it, Rolo. Where are you? He said underground. I don't trust anyone. What the heck was that? Who's there?
Luca could only see a cloaked shape behind the rocket.
I've got weapons in here. So you'd better come out right now.
He strained to hear as a muffled voice began.
Weapons? How could you hurt something that's already dead?
Fear gripped Luca's throat.
Who are you? What? You don't recognize me? It's the bully, isn't it? After the toxic waste. I guess I don't even recognize myself anymore.
Luca stared at the ground for a moment, trying to place the dampened voice. The figure shifted slowly from behind the rocket,
Oh no.
revealing itself to
I got
Luca.
goosebumps. It is. I'm a monster. And now they hunt me like the beast I am. Iggy?
Luca reached over empathetically. Iggy's tone jolted to dejected anger.
Don't touch me. This is all your fault.
Luca slumped to the ground, overwhelmed by guilt.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I lost control. So you can't control yourself for a second? And I get to be like this forever? There must be a way to fix this. Oh? You gonna be my savior? Perfect little Luca saves the day. Kind of, ironic the fact that he's like, you can't control yourself for 1 second and then I end up like this. Whereas, you know, all the bullying that he's doing is basically like morphing and changing people from the inside every single time. And he does it on a daily basis and doesn't give a damn. Kinda ironic. He's just showing. Both of them stay with people for their entire lives. Keep that in mind, dude. With his positive attitude and the power of friendship, none of this matters. There's no time. They're after me. They chased me all through the Weep Wood. I only came here to hide. Hide from who? Who's after you? Luca! Luca! Rolo? It's not safe, Luca. Rolo, where are you? The treehouse. I'm at the treehouse, Rolo. Where are you? No, Luca, the treehouse isn't safe. They said they were going to the treehouse. I was trying to tell you to stay away from the treehouse. Who said they're going to the treehouse? The clipboards. The shop people? What did I tell ya? Those perennial harvest wackadoos are after me. They've been chasing me, yelling questions at me. Oh, they're not. They're not hunting you. They're just trying to get you to do a quiz. What sort of questions? They were saying the same stuff they always do, but it's different now. Less asking, more threatening. We're gonna figure this out, Iggy. Yeah, well, thanks. Hello? Is anyone present at this arboreal domicile? Crap, they found me. Luca, what's happening? Don't panic. You stay here and I'll see what they want. That's not creepy at all. Hello, Mr. Van Horn. We would love to hear your thoughts. Do you have time for an informal chat? We'll be brief. Your time is valuable to us. Be down in a second. Of course, of course, of course, of course. We have a problem. Luca, you gotta get out of there. Who's out there? Is it them? Yeah, it's the clipboards. A bunch of them. How many? Maybe all of them? And yeah, you were right. They are saying the same stuff, but with the creepy knob cranked to 10. Might young Iggy be present? We would love to hear his thoughts. Run!
Iggy slumped to his knees.
I don't know what to do. I'm just so tired. Luca, what do we do?
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and headed for the window.
Follow my lead.
Luca and Iggy climbed up the back of the treehouse to its roof, where Rollo had constructed his MCDC,
Looks like a plunger.
the Mission Control Defense Cannon. From behind the crowd of clipboards, William Kerr
His little
strode
plunger
forward,
connected to
a
rope.
warm smile on his face.
Creep. Iggy, there you are. You gave us all a heck of a scare. Go away and leave me alone. I'm sorry, Iggy, but no can do. Don't worry though, we're here to help. Help? Then why are you chasing me? Luca, can you talk some sense into your pal here? Just look at him, he's not well. What's wrong with him? What did all that gunk do to him? Well, that's a pretty honkin' big question, Luca. All you need to know is that he's sick. He's real sick, Luca. I just need you to let us up there and take care of him. You told me Rollo was okay, that he was back at this place resting. He is. Poor fella just got a little lost. That's a lie. That is a hurtful thing to say, Luca. I thought we were buddies. Why? Because he lets you ramble on like a wackadoo? Nobody likes you, you creep.
Kerr's smile faltered.
Why don't you pop on down here so we can have a face-to-face? Yelling like this is gonna give us all a heck of a sore throat. And who wants that?
Luca's grip tightened on the MCDC.
What did you do to Rollo, you liar? Well, shucks, Luca. The only teeny tiny fib I told you was that he was at home. He is resting and he is perfectly safe. For now, at least. You're an evil creep. What happens to him next is up to you, Luca. Look around. You're in quite the pickle, and I'm the only person in the whole wide world who can help you. You get to decide how this ends. Choices?
Luca's mind raced. He was caught in a trap. What do you do when there's no hope? Iggy wiped his cheeks with a sleeve. What are you gonna do, Luca?
Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option he had left. To fight.
Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. Fight. He swung the Mission Control Defense Cannon around, aiming it confidently at the smirking face of William Kerr.
Attack! Hey, Mr. Kerr.
Luca summoned his most insolent demeanor.
Rollo sends his regards. That was a fail. Hey, that was uncalled for. More than a little rude. And just plain unsanitary. Luca, I really did think we were good pals. What a shame that it's come to this.
Turned his back on the two boys.
End this.
With a nonchalant wave of the hand, he made his exit. As the clipboards began to slowly advance on the treehouse, Luca looked to Iggy with resignation in his eyes. The end. That escalated quickly.
Yeah.
Maybe discretion was the better part of valor here. Let's put a pin in this for now.
What if I chose her to get hit then? Maybe if cause I only have the one option there. Okay, let's go back, try the tickle. and see what happens.
Chapter 4. The Best Policy.
Alright, so Becca's run off after it got her hair.
Luca paused for a moment, catching his breath. He'd only just met Beck, and somehow he already managed to drag her into this mess. Hopefully he could make it up to her. But finding Rollo was his primary concern.
Right. Luca, what the hell are you doing out here? And why did that kid with grey hair just run past us in a panic?
Roxy and Fitz looked drained. It was clear they'd spent all day searching.
That's Beck. I don't care who she is. What happened? We were just helping look for Rollo. Luca, I need you to start telling me the truth.
Roxy's temper could often be dismissed as the impatience of an older sibling, but this was the most intense Luca had ever seen her. Her eyes
she's
were
worried.
wild and unfocused, looking straight through Luca.
We're running out of time.
In a torrent of rambled words and tears, Luca broke down.
Rollo and I weren't just playing in the Weepwood yesterday. We were investigating lights at the old Valentine warehouse. But someone was in there wearing a strange suit. And we hid in the dumpster and had a heavy bag dropped on us. And I think it was a body. So we ran, but we got split up. And I ran home, and it's all my fault. And now my best friend may never come back. Whoa. Just wow.
Roxy, still exhausted and angry, softened briefly as her eyes hunted the ground in thought. With a determined sigh, she looked up at Luca.
It's not your fault, Luca. Rollo's gonna be okay, I promise.
Roxy drew herself up.
I'm gonna fix this. Luca, go home. But I want to help. This is too dangerous for a kid. I can't just sit around. I have to do something.
Roxy tried to think of the safest place to send Luca.
You go back to that little tree house you two like to play in. Wait there, in case Rollo shows up. Sound like a plan?
Luca wiped his cheeks and gave a quick nod.
We're gonna end up at the tree house again where they're gonna be though. Well, depends if they put two and two together with Beck though. Because that's a little less obvious. You did the right thing telling me the truth. Now scoot. You really believe his story? What other option do we have? Things have been strange around here leading up to the festival. My dad's been acting weird lately. Well, weirder than normal.
Looking into the puddle, Roxy rubbed her arms to warm up.
Why is it so cold here? This place gives me the willies. Don't touch that.
The Valentine mansion loomed over every other building in town, both figuratively and literally.
They're rich. Wonder if we'll have to sneak in at some point.
Mr. Nuncree jumped with a start.
Whoa. Whoa, don't stick up on an old fella like that. Sorry. Who were you talking to? What?
Luca motioned to the phone booth.
Oh, no. I was just checking because I thought I heard it ring. But the dang thing never does, of course. Yeah, I've never seen anyone use it, really. The whole thing's a waste of money if you ask me. Any word from Rollo yet? Not yet. Long time for a boy to lose his way. Rollo knows these woods too well to get lost. I suppose you're right. Silly boy's antics have this whole town worried sick. Antics? We all know Rollo likes to play his little pranks. You think this is a prank? What other possible explanation could there be? He's not playing a prank, and he didn't get lost. Someone took him, I know it. How would you know that? Unless... Luca, is there something else that you know?
Mr. Nuncree gently placed one of his substantial hands on Luca's shoulder.
Dang it, boy. If there's something you know, Something that could help your friend. You need to tell folks.
Luca peered
Oh,
up at
no.
Mr. Nuncreed. Kind eyes warmed a stern face. There was a deeper emotion hiding beneath it all. It was subtle, but Luca could sense something eating away at him.
There was a blank lurking between those eyes. There was a shame.
There was a shame lurking behind those eyes.
What if he's the husband man?
A deep sadness. If Mr. Nuncreed was that worried about Rollo, maybe he could help.
Yesterday, Rollo and I were messing around at the old Valentine warehouse.
Mr. Nuncreed raised an eyebrow.
Both of you? You were with Rollo when he went missing? Not exactly. I was hiding in a dumpster. The dumpster? What were you doing in there? At first we were just looking around. And then someone in a strange yellow suit came and dumped something on us. We both got scared and ran. That was the last I saw of him. You got scared by some garbage? Well, that's why you don't go skulking in someone's dumpster. But it wasn't garbage. I think it was a body. I'm sure it was just some trash. No, there was a name tag. It said Deep Engineering.
Mr. Nuncreed's shoulders slumped.
I wish you wouldn't have said that.
A deep sigh bellowed from his chest.
He's the hazmat dude, isn't he? Why did you have to... I tried, Luca. God knows I tried to keep you safe.
Luca attempted to take a step back, but Nuncreed's hand clamped down on his shoulder.
But you, Van Horns, just can't help yourselves, can you? We were so close to being done with this.
With a firm shove, Nuncreed manhandled Luca into the phone booth.
What are you doing? It's out of my hands
The
now.
door latched shut with a mechanical hiss. As Luca pounded the glass, the floor dropped from under his feet. The inside of the phone booth was now a loose capsule plummeting at gravity's whim. Luca winced and pressed his hands to the walls. As he braced for impact, the capsule hurried to a surprisingly smooth stop. He felt a cold rush of air
Oh?
and opened his eyes with hesitance. Two large figures in hazmat suits occluded his view. Luca heard the deep, resigned voice of Mr. Nuncreed over an intercom. He knows too much. The end.
Hey! Why'd I get the end twice?
Wait. No. This isn't the end. I know there's still much more. Somehow this went wrong. Okay, let's try something else.
What if I try this, but I try struggle?
This is a story about struggle. Luca could hear a machine humming somewhere nearby. He felt around wildly, searching for something, anything that could help. His hands found a hard object, maybe a tile? He yanked it free, lifting the cold stone. Let me go! Luca swung the tile as hard as he could at the shape.
Yeah,
that
get it.
settled fast to his
Whack
leg.
him.
He heard the crack of glass as the stone hit the assailant's mask. With a muffled yelp, the hand let go. Luca was free and
As
scrambled to
he's
the door.
scared of the chemicals.
He never looked back once on the long run home.
But they knew who we are. Well, that was intense. That was very intense. We've gone through a whole bunch, a whole plethora of different endings. I'm gonna have to keep going with that one branch of this story and see what happens, see if we can keep going with that one or whether we need to go with a different one entirely. We need to make everybody survive somehow or figure out what's happening at Valentine's factory and stuff like that. And apparently we kind of know in one branch of the story that they took Rollo, that they took our mom as well because we knew too much, and then they tried to take me. We also know ourselves, he probably doesn't remember because, you know, rewriting the story. But we know that we can't trust. We cannot trust that doggy man. He is not to be trusted at all. And also don't go anywhere near that telephone box. a lot has happened today. A lot has happened today, and I hope you guys are enjoying it. If you are and you haven't done so yet, click that like button, really helps. Click that subscribe button if you want to keep seeing more of this Let's Play as well. But until next time, I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you guys in the next installment of Beacon Pines, where hopefully we will get some more answers. But until next time, have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys!